Welcome back, guys, and a very warm welcome to those of you who are new. If you do click the bell, we do automate posts to give you a heads up about our lives and the new content coming. If you do need a booking, the information is directly below. And yes, we have 2 hubs launching next year, and the information can be located in the community tab as well as the website. Separately, we keep you in the loop. Without further ado, let's get into your update for this content. The karmics in the twin flame connection and what's going down. We're going to see how the karmics are directly relating to the connection with divine masculine and to see where this twin flame connection is. So if you are new, this is for the second week of December. Again, energy is fluid, so never be worried about these channel messages. If you fall on the video, it's always meant for you. So without further ado, we're going to get into the December read for the karmic and the divine masculine. Now, I am live every Friday for the twin flame messages, so if you want to come through and join. Otherwise, we also, for the twin flames, have the members hub. Okay, so without, like I said, let's get into it. So I do see the karmics at the moment almost like there's a problem. Okay, they're feeling something's not right, they're quite exhausted, but they're in this incubation state. Whenever I see something like that, I'm like a little bit worried. They're in this incubation state that they're recouping, but it's this recovery because they're trying to come back to an action plan. Now, this does relate to their money, their connections, their connection to the masculine, also to a situation that they're not wanting to let go of. So because they're kind of struggling with it, it does look as though with this incubation, it can be delusional, but it also can be that, again, they're trying to solve a problem. So they're going into hermit mode, they're going to reflect, maybe having a poker face, and, you know, they're wondering how they're going to sort this out. There's something to do with sorting out. I do feel for a lot of them, the karmics can feel very exhausted. But there's something in a way that they're looking at, you know, and it can be the divine masculine's career. There can be something going on with the divine masculine's career, but some of them may be needing to go back to work, but they're tired and they're trying to manage how they're going to deal with their schedule. I do feel something's really popped off that can be quite large on a global scale, and they're having to have the courage, but they're kind of feeling if they move towards certain steps, you know, is this going to be problematic in the future tense? So it's almost like they're delaying and they're hoping that something's going to shift, but this can be also hunting for a solution. I also feel in a codependent sense, it may be that they're needing on the masculine, and the masculine's looking at the moment a little bit cross, but we'll get into their energy in a minute. I feel something is shifting about. Now, the shifting about, whatever they're trying to hold at bay, I do feel it's almost something hasn't gone according to plan. Something hasn't mapped out this week the way they thought it was. And I do feel it's almost like this is going to come up very quickly. I also feel it will come without warning, especially if they've rested on their laurels and they're being relaxing and hoping to goodness everything's going to be fine. It's like it's all coming at them. Now, that can also be with the exhaustion factor of things, is that they can be recouping. And again, it's almost like counting their chickens before they hatch. Really, again, it's like I don't feel they expect this transformation and shift to happen. But again, I don't feel they're going to be able to rest very long. So I do feel if they had been avoiding maybe an ending with a contract and a connection, they're really having to map out what they're doing. So it is about healing the 3D, not just giving the power away and dreaming the dream. I do feel as though this could be a strike of bad luck if they're resting on their laurels and they're not dealing with the circumstances. And again, it could be where they feel they're left out in the cold because they've delayed things too long. I do feel for some of them, they could have been juggling, and again, up in their head, what are they going to do? Finances, and again, their schedule is looking really messy. I feel automatically something is happening surrounding the divine masculine where they also are exhausted. And I feel both parties aren't seeing eye to eye in this situation at the minute. But it is almost like they're looking at other people for help, but the solution is within their lives. Now, it was interesting because I pulled an additional card, and what came up in the past was rest and recuperation, and they're really not wanting to be responsible at the moment. So it's almost like they're looking back, bittersweet, as to the freedom that they had And, you know, the analogy that keeps coming through is, oh, what a wicked web we weave when in practice to deceive. And I feel it was that black moon Lilith energy I was channeling last month, that it's kind of coming out to play. It's you know, those situations coming out to play where we need to resolve these factors. So I sort of feel that, you know, they're trying to skim over the surface. They're realizing that they need to take steps moving forward, but they're also not handling the circumstances very well. I feel the masculine is feeling quite fed up, and I feel they're waiting on an element of paperwork. Now, I do feel they're going to have a breakthrough, and with this breakthrough, it more than likely is because of the transits that's coming up, but it is shifting incredibly quickly. I feel that whatever they're going through at the moment, they're believing in the impossible. And again, it's really following their hunches, following their instincts, following through with it. But again, severing of a contract, you know, they kind of feel once the information comes through of how this is going to play out, then they can breathe. But they have been waiting for this to occur for a very long time. So there can be a little bit of a delay. But automatically for some, it's almost like they're stepping back from this connection. I also feel they're feeling very frustrated because they want to really move their life in a more spiritual sense. And it's almost like this awkwardness. They're quite passionate with it, that they want to get on with their life, that they are, you know, a little bit like Aries, you know, wanting to run and where angels fear to tread, regardless of where this karmic situation stands. They're having faith in the process, but they're also kind of turning it. They might be turning a blind eye to it, but not because it hasn't been resolved. It's more, I think, to do with the contract and paperwork. I also feel in an interference sense, they're not accepting interference anymore. They're addressing it. And if somebody is trying to really tell them what to do, they're pretty much hitting the road, Jack. They're not in the mood for it. I also feel for some, it's that they've removed themselves from the household. And on the other level, you know, some of the channelings that has been coming through is even linking to those that are no longer with the karmic. And again, it feels contractual more so than anything other. Okay, there might have been a delay, but it's almost like they're moving towards divine feminine, I feel. But they're tired of this stagnancy. I feel if they are looking at the karmic scenario ship, they don't want to be bringing the conflict towards divine feminine, but they're also very frustrated that they're stuck in this third party situation. I also feel the karmic may have betrayed masculine in some shape or form. And this is coming up into question. And again, I'm going to pull a clarifier on this paperwork that they're wanting. What is this paperwork to do with? And it's going to vary between, you know, for some I'm sensing it's to do with work. Especially because in the karmic synergy, they are directly looking at hopefully financial recovery, support, stability. There's two ways this can go. They also could be concerned about the masculine's health, but not doing anything. Okay, what is this? Well, too many. What is this contract? They're trying to swing something in their favour, but they're also cutting their losses, I feel. They're angry to do with it. Yeah, it's something to do with life, something that was hidden. Okay, is this to do with the karmic or a family? Yeah, I feel they don't quite know how this is going to go. The funny thing is, okay, this is what I'm getting. I think for some, this can be to do with money. This also can be to do with a separation. But another thing I'm seeing is legitimacy. Third party energy. What we've got over here in the karmics is, you know, that potentially there was another energy. And that really came through last week. So I feel, you know, if they had been juggling, I feel the masculine is angry about it and now following through with such. It's almost like they're researching. Some already know and they've accepted and they've just let go of it. It doesn't define them. Others, it's more that they're looking at it and they're actually digging into the devil in the detail. But, you know, they know that there has been a lie. So they're waiting on this information, which again can swing in their favour. So they're being patient, but they're getting a bit tired of it. But there is going to be a judgment relating to this. We will get into this in the extension. If you do wish to join us, the link is directly below. If you need more information, listen to the end of the video, and it does give you more updates as to other twin flame content we do. The link for the Members Hub is directly below. We also do have additional videos coming. Galaxy Pub is launching early 2022. Anything spiritual, the subjects covered on that channel. Very separately, we have the Age of Aquarius. Now you can go onto the website, the VIP list is there, and when it's ready to launch, I will give you those updates. Bookings online and webinars as well. Live every Friday at 10 AM on the main platform, and 3 sessions a month at $11 in the Twin Flame Hub. Do keep an eye on the community tab because I am automating posts and giving you updates for the moon energies by zodiac sign. Love and light. I will see you throughout the week, both live and for your zodiacs. Take very good care, and I'll see you on the other side.